All right, let's start with the Steam stats. Let me open up the page here. So yeah, here it is. You can see so far 133 gross, net 127. It's pretty low. About 1 month worth of data. And, lifetime Steam use 36 that I sold. 14 were from keys, I believe. Yeah, so these are what I sent out to people to try and test the game. And so overall 50. I got 50 total, 36, and probably half of these were my friends, past coworkers. So yeah, there you go. These are some of the numbers here. Daily active users 2, not many, and lifetime unique users 39. And let's see, medium playtime 21 minutes. That's pretty good. I mean, each session is probably 5 to 10 minutes, so they at least played a couple rounds before they had enough of it. Yeah, overall wish list went up a lot. I think prior to this video, I barely got like 50, and then near the launch day, I believe I came close to 100, and then the following weeks I ended up getting more from some of the marketing I did on Reddit, on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So, and I did pay the boost, but overall I don't know, it didn't feel like it was worth it. Reddit had the best results. So here's the launch day where I got the most number of sales, and it kind of trickled down. I think some of the other sales only came in because I started to do some like paid Reddit ads. Traffic coming into the site, to my Steam page. So I've just focused on Reddit because this was the most effective. But of course, I paid $500. But I do get $500 credit back. So I'll try another ad soon because I think there's a time limitation on that as well. So I did end up with 5 sales that I did track. So which is pretty good. There's always gonna be a pitch I've not been able to fix. So we can make this video shorter. Oh yeah, I did change the camera. I did add the config here now, so you can kind of adjust the camera. Too many people are dying because it's hard to see the backside of the squares, the hazards. So there's that. Yeah. I did line up the hazards more, so they're actually on the grids now. But yeah, so here's the new thing, kind of circle these together. Yeah, sorry, not enemies, hazards. So it just depends on there's a limit. Like it starts to see how it starts like, track or retrack. Go over as many as you want. So this is a pretty significant update to the game. Changes the core gameplay a lot, which I think is much better. And this is what people were expecting. I think. All right, let's look at the in my test scene. I might turn this into a tool as well, but or it'll just be like the planets will just be randomly generated in each sector. So select like a range of planets and the size, and then that's how each sector is going to get created. Let's see here, planet test. I'll run this. See here. And this is kind of what I've been doing a lot of shorts on, just showing this. And this is all from the default shader. So you can go on itch.io and look for that. I can include a link too. But I basically just took that and had that ported over. With some adjustments. I made everything smoother overall. Yeah, his is more pixelated. Yeah, I like the more contrast actually on the no atmosphere on the moon. And you could, yeah, since mine's full 3D, you could rotate it all you want. It's cool. I also added like some lighting. You could adjust the lighting if you want and rotate it. The ice world. Oh, sorry, gas layer. The rings still need to work on. See how there's like a banding right there. Need to get removed. But yeah, this was a custom one. The disc like Saturn. This is the one that came from default with the cloudy disc. It's the ice world. See the layering of the clouds and stuff. It's pretty cool. Lava world. I just fixed this today, or not fixed. I adjusted it so the lava pools are closer to the actual planet, so they don't look like clouds, even though they still do. But like from far away, it looks okay. Looks pretty cool actually. Yeah, the star. I was able to get the flares in and everything, so translated pretty well over to Godot. Now I'm gonna add another VFX on top of this one too, because this one needs to be like much brighter, and I like flare out more flares on it. The galaxy, the black hole. And these are board yeah, I think billboard. Yeah, sorry, billboard, not car billboards. There's a custom version of it in 3D. It doesn't much look like a black hole. Yeah, I've seen photos where it sort of looks like this, but I'll see. Yeah, probably this will have to be always camera facing. You'll never see it like this or anything, because I think black hole has more of a volume to it, so maybe more like this. Yeah, and you can always like same feature, like the planets have different patterns. So I'll just randomly generate these for the game. Do coloring if you want, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Patterns, color. Yeah, and here I put the space background here, just to see how it looks like in the scene. That's probably like the next one of the next steps is setting up each sector of the galaxy. There's a ship here. Oops. I can zoom in on the ship. And the art's made by a Japanese artist that I met on X. So he's been doing some of the spaceship art for me. Cool. There's that. I haven't really shown any of the ships yet in the shorts, but yeah, here it is. Here's one. We're still kind of working on them. And you want to actually fly these large starships like this, more like a battleship. Yeah. But you will encounter them in the game. Cool, yeah. So that's a little preview of that. And if you stuck around long enough, I'll show you the steering test. This is actually I was doing something else with. Here's like the prototype ship I started with. Oh, let me get rid of this. Go back to input. Here's another ship. Here's the actual player ship. And ignore all the planets jammed in here. It's more for testing. Oh, just fix camera. Yeah, this is the very start of the game. Nothing's really hooked up. Everything's in their own test scenes right now. So yeah, mostly just trying to get all the systems working together. I just added a small turret you can see him rotate. It's pretty cool. Like you could barely see it when you zoomed out. It's firing. It's got the firing working. Yeah, so when you're actually aiming, you have to make the ray is casting against itself. So if it hits itself, it's not gonna fire. So there's gonna be a lot of positioning in the game where you have to if you're on the right side, your frontal attack's gonna have more damage because all the guns are accessible. But yeah. Slow crawl. Not sure what happened to the starship or the battleship. Disappeared. Oh, it's getting cold out. But yeah, it's kind of a sneak peek. Are we getting more ships? Working on systems now to allow mounting of the turrets, different types of turrets, the different type of ammo, all that good stuff. So if you have any feedback, comments, feel free. Leave a comment. Yeah, overall, first game, good effort. Sales are crap. Hopefully picks up. I'll continue to do updates. But if that's it, then yeah, that's it. Definitely didn't make back any cost. Um, Even the subscriptions alone and just the advertising I paid was, over close to $1,000. Um, yeah. Uh, but luckily I was able to get a Mega Charizard X EX. It was valued at about $700 in good condition, in excellent condition. PSA graded, go even higher in the thousands. So if I sell this, I'll break even. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm not even counting the amount of hours I worked on the game for the last 6 months. But yeah, it kind of just goes to show you, like the stats show, 1% of all the top Steam games make pretty much all the money, 88% of the money or something like that. I just read. So yeah, and I'm in the 99% then, right? But doesn't mean we give up. We try and see what happens from here. I think yeah, it's all about making fun games. I think in the end of the day, uh, good games will pay off, and maybe some luck too with the going viral or something. Streamer picks it up. So hopefully this game will do that. It's kind of niche with the sci-fi stuff, but I intend to add something very interesting to the game, or more so than very different than other games. Uh, like I do like the FTL aspect, and roguelike is favorite of mine, and of course, yeah, FTL is great. And Star Control, my one of my favorite classic games that I played when I was younger. So this will be something similar to that. And I've seen a lot of games now. Like as soon as you start working on a game, that you start to realize how many of these similar games are out there. But I think there's features here that I'm gonna add that's gonna make it stand out, and it's gonna be more action driven than I've seen a lot of auto battlers where you can set the guns on auto or things like that, or I don't know. This is more, you know, I want to make it more like a not like a Twitch game, but maybe more like a hero character in an RTS or something like that. Or there's active abilities you have to use from the ship itself. So you're just not pointing, you're just not auto firing or pointing the target all the time at your targets. But yeah, I'll leave it here for now. Kind of rambled on, kind of going over too long on these videos. But yeah, if you stuck it to the end of here, thank you. Like and subscribe, and you get to see my new project much more. And yeah, there you go. All right, see you guys.